Good morning. Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, daily morning reading, meditation, and prayer time. I'm Reverend Ray Fellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is November 25th. The life of the Father is my life. Our reference quote this morning comes from the text of Taoism. When heaven and man exert their powers in concert, all transformations have their commencements determined. And so our reading begins. God could not withhold itself from me. That which it is, it has given fully unto me to enjoy. The life of God is perfect. It is eternal. It is the essence of all things. The life of God's gift to me. Therefore, the fullness is within me, ready to manifest through me as I partake of it. Since I am self-choosing, even though divinely endowed, I partake of my divinity only as I let it through. I am always in the midst of plenty, everywhere. I know that I live in a changeless reality. I am not disturbed by the passage of time, the movement around me, nor the variations of experience through which I go. Something within me remains immovable and says, "Be still and know that I am God." There is no here and there in the Spirit, for both are included within itself, even as yesterday, today, and tomorrow are but passing events in its unitary wholeness, even as big and little are but outlines. The manifest universe is an expression of that which transcends time, overshadows eternity, encompasses all form, and remains stable within that which forever flows. I now consciously draw upon the life which is mine. I now re-educate myself indefinitely by whatever steps I may to a belief that there is given unto me a fullness of life which is divine in its origins, eternal in its presence, and always fully available. The life of the infinite is my life. The infinite riches of the infinite are mine to enjoy. The vital good health, the wisdom, and the peace of creation itself are mine. All things proceed from it and are mine. I now claim them. The act of taking is my divine right and privilege. I exercise it now intelligently and in full faith. So let's take that into our time of meditation and contemplation. So with this breath, I move my attention inward, deeper into that place of higher awareness of the absolute reality. An awareness that there is one power, one presence, one consciousness that is the substance of all creation, that is itself animating itself, expressing itself in all form. In this moment, I recognize it as one as perfect peace, infinite abundance, infinite possibility. And I recognize that I am one with that, being made out of it, by it. I am a point where it expresses its individualized idea of itself as me. And what is true of me must be true of all creation. One source, one substance, animating itself in diverse, one of a kind, never to be repeated, divine ideas of itself. Infusing this individualized self with the full power and presence of the infinite. And that each infinite expression is as real as it is to be at its level of expression. That the very essence of each of us is the changeless, nameless, indefinable, unlimited power of this one. Creative authority, the agency of creation itself, is the agency infused within humankind. And to some level to the animal kingdom, choosing where to be, how to be. So in this moment, being very aware of this power of choice, I choose to be a conscious, intentional, open point where the divine expresses. I choose to be grateful for all that I have, for all that I am, for all that I am surrounded by. Grateful for the pure potential of a life beyond my wildest dreams. Grateful for the perfect expression of the divine idea of creation as me, as you, as this thing we call a world. Planets, the cosmos, all that hold it together is this infinite intelligence. And so I claim and affirm that that infinite intelligence is within me, available to me as I open to it. As I look around in my mind's eye at the abundance of nature, reminded that the abundance of creation itself is my abundance to access, to receive, and to give back to. That reciprocity is the cycle of spirituality. That gratitude is a practice of reciprocity, giving and receiving in equal portion, beginning with giving, just as life first gives to us. I choose to give to life. It's recognizing that there is a perfection in every idea of the infinite. And I recognize that this planetary realm, this world that we live in, this world of form, is finite. And so we eventually leave this form of a body and return to the formless. And so I speak my word this morning, uplifting Lynn's family as her eternal spirit returns to the formless. I lift up her caregivers. I lift up all that surround her, and I lift up Lynn, knowing that she has never been separate from the infinite. But that as little as we understand about this bigger process, this bigger law of reciprocity that moves us from unformed to formed back to the unformed. This circulation. That she is fully in tune with her own individualized, mystical adventure of returning to the unformed, to the formless. I lift up T as she navigates her journey with the cancer diagnosis and the journey of cancer moving through and out of her body. That she is guided, supported, and sustained by that which is the essence of her being, the perfection of her being. I speak a word for M as she navigates with T through this process, that the love that is shared supports each other. That there is a remembering that there is no illness in the divine. That there is no fear in the divine. And so we return to that divinity over and over again to navigate a change in thought, a change in perspective, a change in belief, knowing that as we change our thinking, we change our lives without ever denying our fully human process. We embrace the truth of our being. I speak a word for A as they are navigating their choice of retirement versus continuing. I uplift them knowing that they're accessing infinite intelligence, that the way is made easy and peaceful, whatever the choice is. That there is a remembering within their intellectual awareness that we're always free to choose again. So it is in this holy place of communion with the divine that I am experiencing the gratitude of knowing the word spoken is the word fulfilled. I feel the peace of that certainty. I lift up them as they are navigating the return of a child home from college, navigating the next steps, navigating the changes in family dynamics as this one returns. I'm grateful that it's already done. So I release everything unlike what has been spoken. I release any resistance. I release any ideas that anything needs to be controlled. And in its place, that each one opens and receives that infinite intelligence within that knows exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it. I look for the clues, for the signs, for the road markers on my journey. And I say yes. I let go of any fear, any sense of doubt, so that I may hear clearly, so that I may see clearly, so that I may know clearly what is mine to do. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.